All right, hi everybody. Um, Recording this class, this foam roll and stretch class, so that it's available for anybody that wants to do it as an on-demand class. So I'm going to basically spend about 30 minutes here doing some foam rolling techniques and stretching full body. Rules here are that foam rolling should feel, there should be discomfort with it. Expected discomfort with pressure right over the muscles there that we're working on, but should not be painful. So don't do anything that you feel concerned about or worried. Stretching, when we get to the stretching, you want to feel a medium to strong intensity stretch. And don't get into any positions that you would feel would be compromising for yourself. Okay. So I'm going to walk through a few things here. Bear with me in the camera angles. All right, first thing we'll do is foam roller here. You need a 6-inch round foam roller here. That's what I recommend. So we're going to start with the thoracic spine, which is your upper back. So you're going to lie on it. It's going to go across your back, side to side. Hold your hands behind your head and hang back. Keep your chest open and keep your hips on the floor. And just roll up and down there. The key thing with this technique is that you are not holding your breath. All right, so keep your chest opened up, and anywhere where the ribs are is fair game. So what you'll find is the whole thing will kind of creep backwards as you do it. You might need to reset that a couple of times. Back and forth. And if you find any particular areas that are a little bit stiff, you can stay on those. And what you can do is curl up and hang back repeatedly, or you can just hang on that one level and just get a sustained stretch. It's all good. All right. Now we're going to get a little bit more mobility now. So what you'll do is lie on your side. Start on lying on our left side. So I'm going to have the top leg up on top of the foam roller there. Other hand out like this. Hand on top. Up and rotate. And back. Three more here. All right, we'll go to the other side. So as you do this one, as you come back like this, try not to hold your breath. In fact, try to exhale a little bit to get the most stretch here. What we're trying to do is increase our mobility of our upper back there. So top down rotation, relax your breathing, and come back. We'll do two more here. All right. Next one we will do on all fours. This foam roll next to you. Your hand, roll, and bring your elbow up. And this is again focusing on that mid back, upper back. And we get one more. All right, other side. And we'll get one more rep. Okay. All right, next one we'll do, gonna roll on the low back muscles there. So as you do this one, foam roll is gonna be lower than what we did earlier, and I'm gonna have the pressure off to the side of your back. So I'm gonna be rotated like I'm rotated towards the camera here, just on those low back muscles there. So it's just off the center. All right, we'll do the other side. All right, good. Okay, next one we're going to work on are the posterior hip muscles here. So you're going to sit on the foam roller. I'm on my left side now. So the easy position to get into is like this, on the hand or on the forearm, either way. If you want a little bit more of intensity, cross your leg, hold it with your other hand, and these muscles are big. So you can vary how you're oriented on top of the foam roll. So if you're pointed towards the ceiling, you're going to get more towards the middle of these muscles, midline. And if you turn towards your left side, you're going to get more towards the lateral part of these muscles here, where they get a little bit more dense, closer to the hip there. So pretty dense muscles there, pretty tender. For me. All right, and we'll switch sides. Change my view here. So if you find any spots that are more tender, more sensitive, you can spend a little more time on those. All right. Good stuff. Okay. There we go. So we're going to get the lateral part of our hips now. So quick anatomy. There's the crest of the pelvis up here, and then there's just below, 4 inches or so below, is the bony point to your hip there. So we're going to be targeting the muscles right in between the crest and the bony point of your pelvis, the bony point of your hip. So positioning on this one, you're going to be on your side with the foam right in between those prominences that I was just talking about. Arm on the floor, cross your top foot in front, and you're just going to do some small rolls up and down. Now, the key to this part here is, again, how you're rotated. So if we're rotated this way, we're going to get more towards the back of those muscles, the posterior part of those muscles. And as we go and rotate forward, we're going to get more lateral. These are thick muscles. So wherever you feel more tender. And if we rotate even more forward to the front, we're going to get more of our one of our hip flexor muscles in the front. And again, just stay where you feel the soft tissue. Another few more times on this. A visitor. Yep. Just curious. Yeah, we'll do this other side now. So vary your orientation on these on these so that you change where you feel the pressure. And spend the time where you feel like you need the most. All right, so next one we'll get our inner thighs here. So this one here is a little bit funky of a position here, but what you'll be doing is getting the foam roll right inside your leg, and you're going to bring your leg up, like the side we're working on is going to come up high. So on your forearms here, and you're going to be rolling side to side and all the way up to where those muscles originate, right at the in the pelvis. And again, for most people, these are pretty tender. So, if it's more sensitive for you, just go off and on of those sensitive areas there. These are muscles worth spending some time on. Switch sides. Remember to keep that knee up. And you're just going in and out. All right. Good. All right. Now we're going to get your lateral thigh now. Lateral thigh. So I pointed out that bony prominence right here. Now we're going to stay below that and above the knee. So lateral thigh muscles, IT band also is another tissue in that area. So what you're going to do now is this position here, similar to when we did the lateral hip muscles. You're going to roll up and down. Good. Switch sides on that. Stay below the lateral hip bone, bony prominence. All right. And we'll get one more muscle group here. We'll get the lower body anyway. We get the calf muscles. So what you'll be doing now is both legs on and just roll up and down. You can turn the feet out a little bit to get laterally a little more. You can turn the feet in to get a little bit more medium. All right. Let's get one more muscle group here. We're going to get the lats and some of the rotator cuff muscles there. So what we'll do now is get it up right in the armpit towards the back. Keep your other arm you can keep your forearm on the floor on this. Just going to roll up and down on this one here. And on this technique, you can vary again. If you're rotated more to the side, you'll get more medial. And if we start to rotate this way, we'll get the muscles more in the posterior aspect. Some of the rotator cuff muscles over the shoulder blade. Again, you decide how much pressure you want on those. All right, we'll get the other side. All right. Okay. We're going to get into some stretches now. We use our foam roll as a tool to get our calf stretch first. So what you're going to do here, we're stretching our right calf. There's two calf muscles we're going to stretch. But if we're stretching the first one, get that foam roll against something that's not going to move on you. Get the heel down the floor. Keep this knee straight, and then bring your hip forward. And you should feel a good stretch there. The keys on this one are that you're keeping your right knee straight, and you're bringing your hip forward. Okay, stretching our right calf muscle. A little bit more, and then we'll switch. All right, switch sides now. Left calf muscle. Left knee straight. You see that? Lead knee is straight. And I have a pull here that I'm using to help myself pull forward to get a really nice calf stretch on my left. If you do it near a doorway, you can pull through the door frame, the open door frame. Keep that left knee nice and straight. You should feel a nice upper calf stretch. All right, so the next one we're going to do is the lower calf. So for this one, same setup, except we're going to do the right leg now, heel on the floor, foam roll is against something so it's not going to move on you. This time your left foot, which is this one right here, is behind you, and you're going to pump the knee forward. Keep the heel down on the floor. The right heel stays down on the floor. All right, so this is a lower calf stretch. You're just going to pump it back and forth. If you want to vary this one a little bit, what you can do is pump it straight ahead, pump it to the inside, pump it to the outside. You can move it a few different ways. A few more. Okay, and now we'll switch left side. The left heel is down, and we're going to pump forward. And we're going to do the same thing. So no, inside, outside, straight ahead, inside, outside, straight ahead. A couple more here. All right, cool. All right, hamstrings. We get the hamstrings next. So to stretch your right hamstring, you're going to half kneel position, leg out in front of you. Do that. All right, now for me, this is already a good starting position there. If you need more stretch, slide that foot out in front of you a little more. And then increase it. What we're going to do is take the butt and bring the butt back. Okay, so for me, I'm feeling a good stretch right here. I'm using the foam roll as balance so that I'm not, to help with balance, so I don't have to worry about balance. I can just focus on a good quality hamstring stretch here. So hips are back. I'm going to hold this for a little bit. And we'll turn the knee out a little bit now. And we'll turn the knee in a little bit. And we'll go straight ahead again. You should feel a nice stretch right there. All right, we'll switch sides. Leg on front here. Again, I have foam roll balance. My butt goes back. I'm feeling a strong stretch right here. I'm going to hold that. This knee is a little bent for me. You can try, if you want a little more of a stretch, you can work on having your knee straighter. Don't pull the foot up towards you, though. focus on starting with the heel far away. You should start to sort of feel an initial stretch there, and then increase it by bringing the hips back. All right, let's turn the knee out. And then we'll turn the knee in. Again, you're focusing on feeling that right behind the thigh here. And straight ahead. All right. So we're going to get the quads. Those are the muscles right in front of the thigh here. So, all right. So we're going to stretch our right one, right quad. Half kneel, hand on the butt. My other hand's on this foam roll for balance. So hand here, squeeze the glute. And you should be feeling a stretch right here. Okay. If you're not, squeeze it more. Keep yourself nice and tall here. And we'll make it dynamic in a second here. You're up on the toe behind you. So if you shift back, we keep this hip forward, you'll feel a little more quad stretch. If you shift forward and keep that forward, you feel a little more hip flexors. Do a little back and forth rock. But keep the glute muscle on the whole time. Yeah. Switch sides. Half kneel. Hand on the butt. Tuck under. Hold that. Up on the toe behind you. And if you need a pillow down there under your knee for comfort, use that. And then shift back. And forth. And we'll go back and forth. Always keeping the glute muscle on, that's key. All right, nice. Okay, we're going to get adductors, inner thigh muscles here. So we're going to do here, I like having the foam roll nearby. What you're going to do is we're stretching our left leg here. We go out to the side, okay? Slide it out until you feel a nice initial stretch. And then you're going to sit your hips back. Okay, so sit back. This should feel a good stretch right in here. Hold that for a little more. And then we'll turn our knee and our toes up a little bit. Make sure you're sitting back on this one. And then pull it. And we'll do the other side. Leg out to the side until you feel a good sort of initial stretch there, and then sit back. Again, you should feel a nice inner thigh stretch here. And we'll turn our knee and our toes up. Right. All right, we're going to get our posterior hip muscles. Don't need the foam roll for this one. So this one here, stretching our left leg. Take your right leg, bring it back and across. And then I'm going to slide back into it. So my back knee is down. Okay. We're getting our knee midline, close to midline. All right. So if you want to pull that foot up a little bit, you can. Now this one here, these muscles are big and they're oriented in different directions. So once you're in a position where you feel a stretch happening, you can move around, you can vary this. So wherever you feel like you get the best stretch, just find that spot and hang out there. But there's no one position for these muscles because of the fiber orientation. So just find whatever feels best. little bit more. All right, now switch sides. Find the position that's best, gives you the best stretch. Sometimes bringing the foot up a little bit higher gives you a little bit more stretch for you. So that's one of the dials we can use here. All right, a couple more here. So we're going to go. We're going to shift to upper body now. So we're going to use this pole here, or a wall, or a door frame, something like that. So what you're going to do, stretch the chest muscles here. So you can hold up high like that. I'm actually going to go a little bit lower. All right, so I'm going to have heel position here. So hand up high and then just shift forward. Let's say you feel a stretch across your chest here. And then same thing, other side. Angle there. There you go. So hands up high, and I have my right leg forward when I'm stretching my right side. A little bit longer there. There's the chest muscles we're stretching here. Okay. All right. Next one's our lats. They're big back muscles. So for this one here, a couple of different components to this one. So you're going to do this one. I'm going to demonstrate it on all fours. So starting position here. So we're stretching our left side right here. What you're going to do is reach forward. You're going to reach forward and over to your right. Okay. And then you're going to have your other hands on the floor. And drop down and sit your hips back. Do that, sit back, and you should be feeling a stretch here. And just relax your breathing on this one. Try to maximize the length between your hand, your left hand, and your left butt, your left hip. We'll do the same on the right side. So reaching over, reach far, sit back, relax your breathing. And we'll come out of that. All right, a couple more here. We'll do we'll do your forearms here. So these are easy. So okay, so you're gonna hold your hand out in front of you, palm up, grab your fingers and pull down. So your elbows straight. You know, stretch the finger flexors and wrist flexors like that. And that's your position. And other side, right side. And the last muscle group we're going to do is you're going to curl your fingers like that, Not going to make a fist. You're just going to curl them. Elbow is straight, and you're just going to give yourself a little pull down. Our visitor is back. And then we'll do the other side again. Just curl your fingers and give that a pull. Make sure that right elbow is straight. All right. Well, there's basically a good full body foam roll and stretch program for you. All right. Hope you enjoyed that, and give that a shot, and take your time with it. Just remember, with stretching, you want to relax in it. The goal is to get lengthening of the muscles. So sometimes, like for example, the quad stretch there, it's your glute muscle is active, but with the stretches there, breathing, pay attention to your breathing, try to relax your breathing, try to let yourself settle into a good stretch there. All right. Thanks for joining.